still. But yeah, I'm just wondering what's gonna happen in the mid 2v2 again. Like it's Trundle, Lissandra versus LeBlanc and Echo. Double AP or better mechanics.
Yeah.
I think they can show up more. JDG side, LeBlanc and Echo, those champions are more mechanical. There is something that you can do more as a player, but like synergy, when you think about the synergy and combination, that is more on FPX side with Lissandra, Trundle, AD AP balance, tank, damage CC.
소환사의 협곡에 오신 것을 환영합니다.
Potential last game.
Yeah. JDG, they've been in high pressure situations where they're fighting for a lot of money, a lot of pride in very recent times, and I don't think they're going to go down without a fight. I have faith in some of these players to really turn up, and I think also the Echo from Kanavi can do a lot more work compared to the Lee Sin. We didn't see too many Lee Sin plays just because there was so much feeding happening in the early game from JDG in Game 3.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think also on the top side, Khan had full prior against Wukong in the same matchup. He was like pushing from level 1 and he had the older prior, and maybe Doinbi helped a little bit, but I think the 1v1 matchup itself is just easier for Khan because he has extra summon spell for the laning phase, right? Which is Ignite. So I think if he can, I mean if Zoom can standing out and just try to soak the dive that FPX is gonna plan in the early game, then I think JDG can stall out till Loken gets 2 items. Then it will help a lot for like Kanavi as well. So let's see. It seems like already Tian is invading enemy topside jungle.
And he's already getting in there, taking away a bunch of the stuff. He's got the blue, he's going for the Grump. Let's see how long he does want to stay. I doubt he'll stay for Wolves, although as I say that,
and
he
also,
is going down.
yeah, I mean if Kanavi just goes to his red jungle, I mean, thankfully he's not going. So it's not gonna be fine. I mean he's gonna be fine, but mid lane is not gonna be fine.
Yeah, and that means that they're gonna have a nice amount of priority from that LeBlanc lane. You see that Chris and LWX know about this. They're moving on down. JDG know that they're spotted, but they're going to rotate up Lumao for a little bit of a 2-on-2.
Reset, and Doinbi tip it back. But still, LWX needs to get back onto the lane because there is so many waves. But it looks like Trundle, Tian is just getting all the buffs that he was not gonna get because of the lane prior. So it was great defense by them, but at the same time Yagao looks like really mad. He has no ignite though.
Yeah, he pulls out the LeBlanc, he pulls out all the stops here for their potential final game when it's on match point. He says, I'm gonna try to carry hard on this champion, but it feels like Tiana's, after game 1, speaking about players that might be, angry about their performance and the way the games went, I feel like Tian also really turned it around after game 1 and he's been playing fantastically and actually winning the jungle in the last couple of games.
In game 1, he was playing Graves and did completely nothing. Like being 0-1-0, I remember, until like 25 minutes. I don't think that's what you want as a jungler,
Yeah.
And after that game, actually, he's like out jungling Kanavi. So this is all great. And on top of that, I think mid jungle synergy was on point compared to Jingdong Gaming. I mean, they were like playing so much better at game 1, but like after game 2 and game 3, the more I see their games, FPX's mid jungle synergies feels so much better, and definitely Khan is one of their like great teammate now.
Yeah, for sure.
He already like synced in. They're already together now.
He's solidified his position. Like he's not going anywhere after this tournament. You would expect him to be the starter from here on out. And yeah, it does feel like the entire top side of the map has been outplaying JDG's top side of the map here for FPX. That has been really good news. In the last couple of games at least, still have an opportunity for JDG to come back in this one. A little bit of a slower start. There's no, you know, crazy invade shenanigans. There's no...
Yeah, I mean, there is no solo kills on both sides. I told you, you know. They already experienced. Okay, do not get hit by Leona's skills.
Although, level 6 to level 5 is going to interrupt that dash. Khan, he does not have flash, and Zoom is going to pick up that first blood, the solo kill in the top lane.
So yeah, I mean, Yagao was winning 1v1 so hard in lane, so that's why it could be purely 1v1 on the top lane. Before that, Doinb was just like perma moving top lane and just trying to dive and help 1v1, and yeah, it helped a lot. And Zumi's like, bro, top lane is 1v1.
Yeah. And I liked what Zoom was doing there. We didn't really get a chance to mention it, but he wasn't freezing, but he was denying XP. He wasn't like hard pushing, which, you know, it keeps a lot of the minions alive. So look at this. He hits 6 first, and he knows he's going to hit 6.
Yeah, for sure.
And Khan should know this too, that he's going to hit 6 first. So he shouldn't be in that position where he can just get dove on, you know. It's so hard to get away from Khan.
I mean, last game he was way too strong with this, you know, but he has Ignite on those two. That was close.
About it.
And yeah, I mean, it's still fine. It's still fine. He can still keep pushing, and I do believe that Tian and Doinb has mid jungle prior. They have good synergy, but between that, actually Yagao is doing a great job on the long, having a great traits in their jungle. So I mean, in the mid lane, so it feels great. Kanavi is just farming, but he's behind in camps though.
Yeah, he's trying. You know, the Echo is not the fastest jungler. He'd love to hit level 6 and start getting out there on the map. See that Tian is going to get in there and steal more minions down on the bottom side. Some monsters, I suppose, is the official name. As now, this is a very strange spot.
Kanavi's level 5.
Yeah, he's level 5. He doesn't have the ultimate. There's the pillar. As the flash in from Doinb, as he comes in over the wall with the frozen path, and he will pick up that kill. And now, okay, Yagao's trying to get in there and get the kill on it. Tian, he finally will. But he's going to sacrifice his support for it. And at the end of the day, I mean, all those members got assists, they got XP. Yeah. So not really worth it there for JDG.
Yeah, this is what I was worried about. Echo is not like fastest jungle when it comes to just farming and jungling. And Chris, that was just a little mind game, you know.
Yeah.
They're gonna move it back or just straight. Anyways, it was great. Jungle difference by Tian.
Doinb too.
Yeah, great pickup as well. And JDG, they tried to punish them being way too aggressive, but it's fine. If I'm FPX, I'm completely fine and happy with this result. And yeah, I mean, Kanavi, this is farming, and he lost farm too. He's not that impactful when you remember when he played good in game 1. Like, he was like moving back and forward and
he was
up and down. Like, he was invading top side, bot side, like 24/7 he was ganking. But this time around, he was just farming, not even ganking, and not planning everything. And as jungler, it's always really important to like plan something. But maybe because of the champion, it's really hard to do something with the Echo jungle. Then why do you play then?
Yeah.
It feels so bad for the JDG in general because of the jungle segment right now. But I think the point that Echo can actually do something is when he gets the first core and when he hits level 6. And that after that, he can actually show off something. The reason why he picked up Echo. And this is the timing. He bought the item. He is now level 6.
So far behind on golds.
Yeah, I mean, he's so far behind because he died. But anyways, he's ready, you know?
Yeah. He finally got to a spot where he can begin to affect the map for his team. Oh, Logan, I saw you missed that cannon there. That was unfortunate. But yeah, overall, it feels like the games are slowing down. We did have, you know, the solo kill up on the top side and then the one skirmish there in the jungle.
Yeah.
There's not any crazy dive plays. As I say that though, Logan's going to take an immense amount of poke damage.
Yeah. And actually, we didn't check about the bot lane plates, but they already got 3 plates by themselves. I don't think they plan to dive bot lane. I don't think Trundle like ganked bot lane. It was like kind of pure 2v2 on both side, and seems like they already learned how to play against it. At game 3, they got solo kill in lane.
Yeah.
This time around, they were just pushing and pressuring. While we were talking about how good is their top side, they're just like trying to prove their abilities. You know, hey guys, wake up! We are great players as well, and they're actually showing up their abilities in the lane, and it makes so easier for FPX's top side. It's always great to have like those kind of like safety, you know. Sometimes you can have some fails, you know. Like for example, Khan got solo killed, right?
Yeah.
At that timing, your bot lane can do better than that and help you to perform like better. So it's always like so good to have all good fight members.
Yeah, for sure. And I you know, even though FPX are getting a nice little lead here, by the way, once again, picking up the first 2 Drakes very early on. It is Infernal Drake this time around. We've had only Clouds and Mountain Drakes, Souls, I should say. So far, we got another fight coming on in here. Doinby with the Aftershock is going to survive quite a while, but now we got Tan in an awkward spot. Subjugate going to help him survive for a long time, but eventually he will go down, but not at the cost of actually... well, actually, no, Khan was just going to be able to get in there. I thought he was going to escape somehow, but Khan just comes in and bops him on the head. And so it will just be the trade 1-for-1, but the mid lane wide open here for JDG to walk on in, but LWX getting that solo farm up in the top side, not so bad himself.
Yeah, I feel like Yagao and Zoom is trying so hard to save JDG in this game. Like, and also Kanavi is like slowly getting back in the game, right? And the way how he played lane was perfect from both laners, and also that looks actually juicy. Like when you're playing Aphelios. So let's see it again. So Navi was level 7 and got the item, so you cannot focus first. So they could actually kite back until Zoom can arrive. Khan arrived, but Lutmao kind of like covered him.
Oh boy. Khan, how are you going to get yourself out of this one? He's trying to burst him down, and he is going to get the kill. Doinby over the wall. Now we do have that leash down onto Doinby, but doesn't look like, okay, he is going to back away. He's just going to push the wave, but that was just perfect timing out of Doinby to be in position. This mid laner has just been owning it up. I mean, Yagao was...
Yeah.
He had that moment in the beginning of this game, and we were like, hey, you know, maybe he's going to have his time to shine on his LeBlanc. Yeah. Doinby is just laughing in our faces and dancing around. He's like, nope, nope, that's not the way it's going to go.
I mean, yeah, I mean, he got kind of bad trades in lane, but it doesn't matter if he can just effect and impactful, being like so proactive in the map and just making all the kills by himself, and it shows from the He's KDA.
Oh, we're
Okay.
getting a little bit of a trade here. Zoom thinking he can take it. But the
Red
flash in and the kill, and it's not going to be enough. Zoom is going to outplay him there in the 1v1. Kind of felt like we're limit testing in solo queue or something. But
Yeah. I mean, I think it was doable because of the red buff, but the last time, at the last moment, Doinby missed his W, so. It was close, doable. Crazy play by both players. And yeah, I mean, both like top and mid players are just for sure considered as like world best players, you know? Like, they're just playing so good.
I love the JDG emote flash.
And Khan is just fighting, you know, like, ha, you aim on it. And Kanavi is like so weak right now. 2 levels behind on the laners. I mean, it's pretty normal, but as Echo, this is not what you want.
He has just been absent from the early game.
Yeah.
I mean, his effect on this game compared to Tien, you know, you look across the aisle at the other jungler, you got to be feeling pretty bad right now, and hopefully that you can, you know, grab a quick proto belt, get a cheaper item, and try to begin actually doing something and bursting people down, because so far it's been a little bit pitiful.
Yeah.
As they find the Leona. Not the first time they've done this before, as Lumao is going to go down into the backline. Goes Yagao, and that's a double kill for the Aphelios, though. As in the end, it is going to be a 3-4-1, I believe it was. Only Aphelios. You can see JDG were desperately trying to kill that Aphelios, but they paid dearly for it after having their Leona caught. And
yeah,
Khan.
I mean, we already saw it before, you know? Leona being useless.
Yeah. She's really not doing much in this game either.
Yeah, and this is already 3rd Drake, so they really need to stop it.
Okay, they're gonna
Level
try.
difference is 1.
Trying to get in there, and the smite is gonna go the way of Kanavi. But it's in trade for 2 kills, and again, that's only 1 individual Drake. They do deny Infernal Soul points, but
you know,
yeah, that doesn't seem worth it.
I think the reason why it doesn't feel worth it is because Zoom died. He was like one of the reasons why JDG is like still fine. I mean, he's fine. He's okay. He's okay. No worries. Yeah, I mean, Zoom was like almost solo carrying this game, you know. In the skirmishes, in the lane, in the side lanes, he outplayed Khan, so that's why he got solo kill. And also, he outplayed Doinby in the side lane. But
yeah,
right now, yeah, I mean, Leona being useless.
Oh, just a good read by Chris.
I mean, this is just what happens when you cannot have those advantage from the lane as Leona. Then you are kind of useless out of the lane. Pretty hard to get some vision control. And yeah, they got the Drake because it was not a huge level difference. So nice mind by Kanavi, but they just died. I think that's more huge than Drake at this point.
Yeah, for sure. And it's going to open up other nice stuff for the side of FPX. They're going to pick up, surely take down this mid turret. And there's no other objectives to go for just yet, but they're enjoying a nice 4,000 gold lead here. As a hook is going to go down.
Oh,
and
man.
He actually flashed out of that one. There's no ultimate available for Kanavi, so
yeah, he had to.
that was another rough moment for the side of JDG, who are struggling to prove that they deserve to be in the finals right now. And we're going to have to wait and see if they can turn this around. I mean, Zoom has been having a good game, as you did mention. Yagao, as well, in the mid lane, did seem to win, you know, the first 5 minutes, but that was about it. Everyone else kind of just coasting. You even look at the AD carry position. You know, we were talking a lot about the top side, but then, as you mentioned, we pan on the bottom side. Ezreal's down 1,700 gold at 20 minutes into the game. That's pretty massive deficit when you consider the 280 carries. Somehow he's a level up, though.
Yeah.
Level 12 to 11 right now.
I think, yeah, I mean, Lutmao is just sacrificing himself. He just realized that, yeah, bro, I'm useless, so just take my XP too. And yeah, I mean, I think it's still.
Oh, trying to get the burst down here.
Yeah.
But the Conqueror is too strong. Oh, and the predict was so close. Chris,
like he's so good at predicting, but it unfortunately
nearly won my heart.
Yeah.
They're just gonna go for the easy kill here on to Lumao.
Lumao is like so.
Okay. He's gonna flash away.
So sad.
Here's Zoom. He's considering it, but yeah, he's probably considering a lot of things after this game. He's really struggling to carry his team alone on the Wukong.
Yeah. That's actually already so huge amount of damage into. I mean, it's still Leona, right? And even though you are 4 levels behind, the reason why you play Aftershock and Gargoyles play champion is you can tank some. You can tank some damage, but he literally just melted him. I mean, he didn't die yet, but
yeah,
he lost Flash, and we saw how strong he is. So if they really want to win the team fight, I think they should. I mean, I'm not sure if they should wait for the 3 items power spike, because they will feel really forced if they lose this streak after like 5 minutes, right? But I'm not sure if they can win the team fight though with these items. It's kind of similar. It's kind of similar items right now. Like both 80 carries has 2.5. And mid laners has similar items too. Top laners either. Maybe Zoom has that this timing, but we'll see. Because we cannot see items right now.
Yeah. Khan just solo pushing up here. He does have TP, Zoom does not. So he has to group up with the team, and they're really making a case. They say if we can build up a bunch of Infernal Drakes, we can still win this game. Really nice ultimate by the Leona, but it is going to be stolen by a Trundle here, as Logan is just off by him, lonesome down bot. But we did have Zoom getting in there. He will finally go down, and we still have LWX, but he is going to be taken out here. Now let's see if Logan and Yagao can kind of tank it here. They're going to get crisp. They're going to go on the chase. The flash forward out of Logan. We'll see if he can get it done. There's the double kill. As Tien is going to be able to flash away from that one, thankfully. And they say, well, we only have 3. I don't think we can do Baron, but a nice double kill at least going to the pockets of Logan. But still, the Infernal Drake going the way of FPX, extremely important right now.
Yeah, I mean, Zoom did his job. He got Aphelios in the end, and he traded. And look at this Leona ulti. That actually saved the day. And it stopped Lissandra's engage at the first. And yeah, LWX got one shot by Wukong. And the fight, if the fight goes longer, then that's what you want as a Azrael, you know? But
and the
yes,
fights,
flash.
Yeah, they never end here. Nice auto on the blasting plant, and the shutdown gold is going to go to Lissandra Doimbi.
I mean, it's so clean.
Yeah.
This guy, we were just talking about how good is Logan, but he's like denying it. Like, no, bro.
Get out of my game.
Yeah.
Sit down.
Sit down and listen to me. I'm the best mid laner in the world. And yeah, they're trying national.
That's what Doimbi wants to prove to everybody tonight. Yagao, desperate. And they're just going to turn around here. They have a lot of follow-up engage. The burst damage onto LeBlanc is going to be big. As Lumao is just kind of sad. Oh, Yagao might have gotten a little bit too close there. The leash is going to come down. And they do get the kill onto the Leona.
Yep.
But, I mean, that's not a bad trade. I mean, if it's only Lumao going down and then the Baron attempt is stopped.
I don't think Lutmao is gonna play Leona for another 1 year.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
It's gonna be a bad experience for him.
Yeah. Oh man, like He's stopping all the possibility from JDG. But anyway, with great sacrifices by LoL, they stopped the match. So there is still chance, and I really think if they can manage to kite with LeBlanc and Ezreal, then they have a chance. Still, but I really think at this moment they should wait for
Yeah. Get death stance, try to get into like a skirmish team fight that's like, all over the place, and then try to dive the backline, take away all the effects, survive for the able longer, and then if you can fake them out like you're saying, absolutely. I mean, those two champions, LeBlanc and Israel, are very often picked for this reason, the ability to turn fights and be very shifty and smoke and mirrors. You don't always have to be ahead of these champions to win with them. So, they're both pretty nicely fed. They're both ahead in terms of CS on their opponents.
Yeah.
So, see how that does good. So, give it a thumbs up there to the Rich Stellar. He might.
He should get punished.
That was a nice double up there. I liked that.
He's like forcing Khan to go on him.
Yeah.
Like with emos. Actually, I was using emos a lot when I was doing it.
Yeah.
It was my first time
we saw it. We saw it.
Yeah, I mean, it was actually new experience, you know, like
Yeah.
I can emote on TR. It was so fun.
Yeah.
It was not fun in the end, but
The result
Anyways.
wasn't very fun.
yeah, I mean they are having fun, but I don't think Zoom is gonna having fun at the end. But he should make the result like as a fun moment. But yeah, it looks like really hard for JDG right now. They need to set up for the Inferno Drake Soul, but at the same time, I think Kanavi is not existing anymore. And the one thing that he can do it for the team is to stun the target, stun the damage dealers. I really think he can do that. But yeah, Yagao is pushing out the Khan. Khan has TP, so he's gonna TP back, even though he got chunked. I don't think JDG can one-shot the Drake, can he? Can they do that? I think there will be the fight.
They're gonna go for it here.
Yeah.
And look at that, the huge amount of AoE coming out for both Leona and the Ezreal. He pulls into the triple knockup in the backline. Look at LWX, this is key. They get the shutdown on the 80 carry. This is exactly what I was talking about. Dive the backline, and you're able to just chase down, dog down the enemy composition.
Yeah.
They were able to do exactly that. JDG are somehow pulling themselves back into this game.
Yeah, I was actually wondering about the LWX's item build, because he had BF Sword with Hex. Oh wait, yeah.
Oh, he's gonna get hooked here. Kanavi though on the Echo. Maybe it was just all a plan to bait them. They're dogging him down. 2 more
Wait
kills.
a minute.
Stacking them up right now is JDG. They're just gonna go ahead and back with massive sacks of gold that they have looted from the enemy team right now.
Yeah, that was actually so weird. But anyways, yeah. I mean, at some point, LWX had BF Sword and Hex Drinker and Zill at the same time. So it's pretty weird, no?
That is weird. That's it's not a normal build.
Yeah, so that's why, like, he got one shot. If he had PD, maybe he could survive better. And his positioning was not the greatest either.
Good zoom.
Yeah, like, he's just one shot.
That's his job. He got fed for that one job only.
Yeah.
He's an assassin.
Trade your life. And Navi is trading his life too. Trading for what? Nothing.
Yeah. He's gaining recognition in a negative way.
I mean, I'm wondering why Navi is not building Merc threats, you know?
Good question.
Anyways, they're turning Asher. It goes so fast.
Yeah, you can see they're trying to just
No
poke him
smite.
down. The ultimate gets in there. But do they have the burst follow-up from Zoom? It doesn't look like it. You can see Khan is just going to zone away Loken. He does his job, even if he doesn't get the kill just yet.
Oh, man.
And yeah, they can't quite lock down those two shifty members of JDG, but even so, FPX seem to somehow have wrestled back control of the game.
I mean, this feels so bad. JDG fought back really well, and just randomly, some player just got cut.
Yeah.
And that made this game so random, because before, they had great moments, and also, I don't think they needed to take this fight. Because it was 100% sure that FPX is gonna get Nashor because they have no smite on the other side because your jungle is dead. So I thought they were just gonna give up Nashor and look for the next team fight, which can be bright future. But it ended up really badly. And again, they are getting the lead. In 1 minute and 40 seconds, there is another Infernal Drake, which is potentially Drake sold for the FPX too. So I think this is slightly FPX's favor again.
Yeah, I mean, it has to be, especially if from here on out they can better, well, as I say that, LWX gets his support maybe killed, or was it just an elaborate bait here? Can they do the damage? LWX is going to land that Moonlight Vigil into the back line, and with Khan still nearby, it will just be a trade of supports. I was going to say, you got to have a little bit of better positioning, and then they're out there in the middle of nowhere, kind of just getting caught for no reason. Had to burn the cleanse, did LWX, but at least he didn't lose his GA.
Yeah, is it gonna snowball that part that LWX is not gonna have cleanse for Infernal Drake's fight? I'm actually not sure, but if it matters, then that was the huge mistake by FPX.
Trying to just burst down Zoom here under the turret. I don't think they have the damage, though. The follow-up engage is coming in, and the stopwatch is perfect. But the follow-up here from LWX, and you can see Kanavi is desperate. He just wants to kill the damn Aphelios, but he can't quite do it. Yagao, though, in the back line is going to get that GA. They have been able to dog them down here. Loken and Yagao do have the damage to pull it off. And with Infernal Drake available, why are you diving turrets? I don't get it, but that's the LPL. These teams, they will never back down from a fight.
Yeah.
And it will cost FPX here, as another Infernal Drake is going to go the way of JDG.
Yeah, I agree. I would definitely not try to dive on that dense Wukong under the turret.
With stopwatch.
And stopwatch. I mean, he
Steroids.
died. I mean, he died at the end, but
Yeah.
they used everything, and it took longer time than they thought. So that was a problem.
They needed LWX there right away if they were going to kill him.
Yeah.
But he only got there for the very end.
And Navi did this job, just slow enemy AD carry, you know. And also that was great TP behind by Yagao. And Logan is just keep popping off. And I do believe that he can keep pop off during this game, because like his item is slowly growing so hard. He already got the 4 items and 4.5. And he has cleanse, so he doesn't even need to build for QSS. So everything is just ready for Loken to carry again.
Yeah.
Like he's trying so hard throughout this series, by the way.
I think he's probably got it from here. I mean, triple Infernal Drake. He's got
2
almost full build at this point. Full bounty. I mean, there's like, I don't know if they really have enough damage on the side of FPX. We need to see LWX in a real fight.
Real fight, and yeah.
We haven't seen them fight front to back. yet.
Not really. Like, one of the players is just getting caught, or
Yeah.
this random thing happened, and they just ran into LWX, and finally, they started to cut it down. And yeah, I mean, it's still great to have silent Priya, you know, and that's actually one of the fact that the reason why JDG can still control the game, even though it feels like, oh yeah, Aphelios is bad, so the game is hard. No, it's just like you have silent Priya, so you cannot always ignore the side lane, because Wukong can always move first, always can be disappear and missing first, which is huge pressure for the main part of the FPX side. So I think the game is still 50-50. It's more about AD carries war at this point. Whose AD carries better? Who can carry better?
They are both full build at this point. LWX is looking at his GA and he's just praying for that thing to come up faster. I think it should be up in time, because we still have 2 minutes before the Infernal Drake does come down. Although, the way these LPL teams play, I mean, they're probably just going to come in here and try to do the Baron. And say, okay, come at us. Are you ready for a fight? Well, you don't have GA. Loken over the wall. In a, a lack of vision. He's just going for it. As stuns are going to come out here.
Oh!
No hook will land.
Doinb is ready with the TP. He's just dipping for his team.
Yeah. He's going to get that vision down. He will not take the frozen path into that
Yakao
one.
is pushing out those.
Crisp. Just immediately dies. Just caught out there in the transition. Gives another kill over to the Ezreal. As Zumas is going to throw it out there. He's got GA and Death Stance. Look at Loken. He has all the room in the world. There's really not much.
LWX is doing it though.
Can he actually do it? Cotton coming in with huge speed. LWX just needs to keep position. It's the battle of the 80 carries, as you mentioned. LWX still has a lot of tankiness. And Loken just a little bit too low. He's going to have to back away. LWX picking up the kill. And with 30 seconds left, I think they can just fight over that Infernal. And it really is just going to be the battle of the 80 carries.
Yeah, I told you, like, this is just legit the timing for the battle of the 80 carries. And both 80 carries are just trying so hard.
Yeah.
And like, LWX is not going back. He still has full summoners up with the Malmocious and GA. Oh man, this is so fun to watch.
Yeah.
Maybe because I'm bot laner, but it's just so intense.
Alright, well, there's no smites here. Who's gonna do the damage? It's going to be the Aphelios. That is a nice two-shot barrage with the TP coming in, but already Lumao is going to go down. Turret is out. The account desperately trying to get in there, but he's taking so much damage on the backside. Look at this! By the way, he's also a siege turret. If you are not sure what Aphelios does, I introduce you to our good friend. As now he is the 80 carry to look after with the Infernal Soul buff.
Like, he's shooting nukes, man. Like, I really love to use this word, you know?
Yeah.
Like, always. And also, in Korean broadcast, we really love to use this word. Like, 80 carries are shooting nukes, man! How can you win?
Just like that?
Look at the damage! I mean, maybe in Western country, we can say like tons of damage or something, but
Oh, this is an awkward spot actually for Kanavi. Might be able to force that ultimate, although, well, Khan is okay. It's not quite it. But still, they get the Baron, they have Infernal Soul. FPX now are primed to close out this best of 5.
And yeah, wow. This fight was like 1 minute ago, or like 2 minutes ago. Yeah, Chris got one shot. But look at LWX's position. He's like always in the same position, so no one could reach him.
Two people are still doing Baron.
Yeah, and like
Broken.
it was kind of splitted. I think Zoom thought that the Nashor was not resetted, so he's like zoning enemy jungler for Pencher still, but it was not synced at all. And LWX was like shooting some missiles. I mean, it was missiles before.
Yeah.
Now it's nukes, but yeah. After this, it went to nukes. It was great one-shot burst on the Drake, and like he's just setting up the turret, just chilling, backing out.
Yagao would love to be doing something
Yeah.
at this point.
I mean, his item build is just popping off, you know. Before, when he had like BF and Hackstrinker and Zill at the same time, it was not that great. Definitely, I would say. But right now, it feels so much better.
파란 팀의 포탑이
And yeah, I mean, he's slowly pushing. No one can touch him. How dare you?
Just gonna take that Lantern. It will be the slow push. They want to push with minion waves. Now that they do have the Baron buff.
포탑이
Yeah.
파괴됐습니다.
But I think there is still potential to get one-shotted by Wukong and LeBlanc at the same time. And then I think there is no damage. Like, almost no damage. I mean, there is still Hackrim and Cassandra, but compared to Aphelios, you know?
Yeah. That's just the job, essentially, of LeBlanc, Echo, and Wukong in this comp, is even Lumao. In the comp is to try to create space and dive the back line.
Yeah.
If you can do that, then the fight can be won.
I mean, yeah.
Oh,
This is good though.
doing the awkward
Uh-oh.
spot. He
Is it
the
awkward spot,
Lissandra.
though?
He's the Lissandra, and he baited them all.
I mean-
That's going to be 2 kills, and that might just be the game. I mean, they have 20 seconds left on the Baron.
Yeah.
As desperation kicks in for JDG, they see a juicy out of position Lissandra, and they say maybe this is our chance, but it absolutely was not. Great bait, mate. This is going to bring your team to the finals.
파란
Great
팀의
team.
억제기가
I mean, after the game 1, I wonder how they got back. Zoom is keep trying, but I don't
Yeah.
think miracle is happening.
Yagao flashing on the back, but he's just going to get dove on by Khan here. That's
He's
going
just
to do it. It's only Lumao,
Ha!
and now
The
he
life with Leona, man.
He gets to use his stone plate at least, and FPX will be moving on to the finals of the midseason cup after defeating JDG 3-1 in very decisive fashion in 3 games in a row after getting crushed. I mean, absolutely just dunked on in game number 1. FPX saying, no, that's not the way this game is going to go. This day is going to go. We're going to drink our coffee. We are going to win 3 in a row. And they did exactly that. Not even allowing JDG room to breathe. No, not even one extra game.
Look at
given
those
their way.
cups, you know?
There's a lot of cups there.
Yeah, like, there's so many cups.
What is that? There's like 8 on the other side of
Yeah!
them, on the desk.
It's just so crazy. I mean, they had really rough schedule, man. They spent almost 10 hours in the venue and played like 5 games, right? Like 4 or 5, yeah, 5
Yeah,
games.
yeah.
Yeah, 4 games or 5. 4 games. I
4
think.
games. 4
Yeah.
games.
So it was pretty rough schedule, even though it was rough schedule. Like their game 1 was completely fine, but yeah, it showed up. Like their condition and their mentality kind of broke up. And yeah, FPX, their comeback was real. Like after game 1, I thought I predicted wrong.
Yeah. Well, you were right. You and 2 other people. Who else
Lyra,
predicted? Lyra.
Lyra and Jonas Strong, the
Oh,
observer.
okay. All right. Nice job, guys. Everybody else voted for JDG in that one. And,
It's okay.
yeah, I mean, I kind of still stand by that after seeing this. Obviously, I think JDG could have played a lot better.
It's okay. That's what we predicted, you know. The health problem and
The health problem.
or
Yeah.
the conditions.
Yeah. And it ended up being crucial, absolutely, in these games as FPX were fresh. They were ready to go.
Yeah.
Came out a little bit slow, but that can happen. You know, you can get dived like that and get too far behind to really do much.
Yeah. And they still like did a great job on the. Just keep fighting, you know. It was still close than game 2 and game 3, but it was hard. Like they had better idea and better understanding about their competition. I mean, not on this moment, by the way. Typing on their comp.
Not this highlight.
Not this time. Like
skip this one.
yeah, skip this one, please. Anyways, like JDG was like having some great moments against FPX, but at the end, LWX, he showed up the reason why he built for Hex Drinker and BF at Zill at the same time.
Yeah.
He was waiting for this moment.
He was really hard. He was, you know,
Yeah.
we were talking about positioning. This is what we were
Yeah.
really looking for.
Yeah, he's so safe. There is no way he died.
Yeah.
Because of the skill set, because of the champion? No, because of his positioning. He's just kiting and waiting until the enemy's important skill shots are gone, and just stepping up when the skill shots are gone, and like backing out. It's just so smart. Like all those smart AD carry players are just so good at positioning, and this is why I like it. And this is final team fight or skirmish or
Yeah.
I don't know how to describe
Yeah,
it, but
there are many
anyway,
different words.
yeah, jumping into the Lissandra would not be great choice.
Yeah, for sure. And yep, that's a lot of damage.